Okay.
Oh, look at him stroking that nose.
Well,
That's Maverick. He's a,
regardless of the nose stroke ability, see how your mic's still rubbing your when you lean over.
oh,
So
well, I wasn't paid it first episode here.
But dang,
Bam.
we're both in the frame. That's good. There's the DVD menu in the background. I'll cut it starting.
Look at yours just sticking out.
I know.
It's hilarious.
Doesn't actually show though.
No, I hope mine doesn't either.
Giant nip.
Especially when it sticks out like this.
Just
All
as
right,
long
cheers,
as it doesn't.
bro.
Yeah. Cheers.
Bam.
All right. We just watched Top Gun Maverick, obviously, on Blu-ray,
Bam.
and we want to talk about it. So here we go. Initial thoughts. You just watched it. I saw it twice, so I want to hear you first.
I've only seen it once. This was my first viewing, and I was pretty impressed, to be honest. The cinematography in this movie is exceptionally, like, it's off the charts. Honestly, I didn't really realize how much Tom Cruise was going to be flying his own stuff. Thank you. Like,
Your mic's not going to be good.
well, what do I
It
do?
flops over.
Let's start over.
It's okay. I think that it should be on this rest.
Sure. We'll get it figured out. These are weird
It
clips.
just now move left and right, and if it flops left and right, as long as it's steady.
That should be
Yeah.
good. There we go.
Okay.
Back to the story.
Well, here we go. We'll start from day one
Go
here.
ahead.
Here, we both have a bottle of. What do you got a bottle of?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Teeling whiskey. It's Irish whiskey.
Yep.
Delicious.
Is
Quite,
it though?
I like it. It's
That's not
aromatic,
terrible.
very flowery. Aged, I would say, 12 years, 13 years at this point. So
Gotcha.
good stuff. I'm not sure what casks it's in, but Irish whiskey.
It's not so bad. I'm not a whiskey guy, but it's doing its job. So here, cheers.
It's an easy job.
We just saw Top Gun Maverick.
We did.
Not the worst movie.
Bam.
Ever. It's pretty good, actually.
Not at all. His
Actually-
second viewing, my first viewing.
I really like it, but I
like it.
I want to hear his opinion on it first.
I'm a little harsh. So
Well, because I've come around on a different side of it on the second viewing. So go for it. Tell me what you think.
So my initial thoughts are that the cinematography is exceptional. The fact that Tom Cruise actually did his own stunts and all this and actually flew most of
Kitties.
all of that shit. Yeah, unbelievable. It does, like him or hate him, it does. It's a testament to his skills as an actor, as a full on performer. He does pull all the stops. So it's amazing. Look at him. I mean, that's Tom Cruise, right? So reprising his old role again. Look at him just pulling off the motorcycle. He's gonna do what he did. There's a lot of things in this that are classical, and I think for a newer audience who didn't really actually see the first movie, I think it might fall short for some of those things for that audience. But like in some instances, there are scenes in here that I'm like, it feels like the 80s again.
Yeah.
And that was great. So
let me cut in here. I think that a lot of the beginning nostalgia parts were so overplayed. Where,
a little bit.
Oh, exactly the same fucking song that he's playing on piano. Like, what the fuck? My goodness.
Yeah.
Great ball of fire.
I feel like
The same bullshit. It was so like, I don't know, dude. It was
there were a few moments where it was sort of what else would you do though to tie that in terms of like storytelling without being too over the top?
You're right.
It wasn't that bad,
but
I don't think it was that bad.
It was fucking stupid. To me.
There's a lot of fucking...
It was about the first 45 minutes. I feel was like after a second viewing. Given the first viewing, I was like, "Damn, I love this movie! Oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm fucking Die Hard! Oh my god!" I was like into it, dude, for real.
Yeah.
I was like, when in the theater, everyone laughing around me and shit.
Oh yeah.
And then when I saw it tonight on Blu-ray, I was like, "Oh, this is bullshit." like, this is some garbage exposition.
There was a lot of it. Okay,
dude,
in
like,
that first,
did you know
I
that
would
so-so,
say
like, oh, you're the best in your class.
20% of the movie, there is
Oh.
just we get to know everybody through their like. Oh my god!
Their call signs. I'm Hangman because I always
Yeah. It's like
oh my god,
it's like kindergarten playground shit, and I just can't handle it.
It's ridiculous.
It's too much.
Truthfully, I think that the first 45 minutes are terrible.
Well,
actually.
and we were laughing because
I still loved it.
we were. Well, no, and it worked. It's fine, you know. Yeah,
but flying the thing.
well,
Get them
that part's cool.
And they're like,
it's
stop
just
it.
being crazy.
Mach 10.1. They're
No.
like, stop it. And he's like, no, I'm just going to keep pushing it. How did he survive that? We don't know.
No, can you fall? Like,
Kind of a cool
they
like,
don't.
intro.
I guarantee you that jet does not have an ejection seat. Because if you're going that fast, you're dead. You're
probably
vaporized
getting
outside.
vaporized. Yeah.
Well,
Like we said, he probably has a spacesuit on.
Shit. Whoa, okay.
It's
So
not
why don't they
thermal.
make the jet out of what the spaceship is so it doesn't melt? Like,
True.
come on.
I know. But whatever.
Come on.
That's
I
all
did
good.
like the scene where he walked into that little, what was that restaurant? And he was
That
like,
bar.
I just need.
Oh,
that?
no, he went into a
Yeah,
diner.
he was like in another.
Water. And the kid's like, where am I? Earth? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. The movie's really well filmed. It's
It is. Absolutely.
honestly, it's very beautiful. The lighting is awesome.
Yeah.
All the fucking scenes are amazing. Just the stupid cliche bullshit characters like Toothpick.
Dude.
Like his name's
Captain Tooth.
Hangman.
Dude.
My name's Hangman. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Because we all want to hang him.
Yeah, Hangman, because you're always
I don't mean that,
and
but yeah.
there's so much exposition like
Yes.
your name's all the call signs. Your name's call sign this because this is what call sign this
Notice
is.
we can't remember any of the call signs.
I remember some of them.
I remember like
Phoenix. She was reborn again. Oh yeah, she had a second chance. Yeah,
It's
rooster.
like,
I don't know
come
what the
on,
fuck.
Right?
Because a rooster's a relative of a goose, maybe.
Yes, like a
Maybe a long
whatever,
distant relative. I don't know.
something or rather.
Yeah,
But
pretty sad.
I mean, some of that shit worked, but
Did it? I mean, it did. I really like the movie.
works. I know when you're writing something like that, you want to definitely. Well, you
Shit
want to
there.
make clear the roles that the characters make, and using a call sign that defines the character's role, which is what they actually do in the real military. Like you get nicknamed, your teammates nickname
That's
you,
true.
and then that's your
Iceman,
actual call
Goose.
sign.
There's like
So-
Payback. There's a ton of them.
Yeah, it's crazy, but like to be generic and kind of
There was a lot
Like-
of generic ones that were like, ugh, Hangman.
because he leaves you hanging.
I
mean-
and then they think social commentary it on the side. Oh, okay, maybe
so
hanging
much-
out the. Oh, God. It's okay though because it was awesome. It was
It
awesome.
still
Him
was awesome.
showing them up and like fucking rocking it.
Yep.
And the superiors being like, "Oh, you're fucking around. You're not doing the
So,
shit right." It
What
was awesome.
really tweaks
John
my
Hamm
melon
killed
though?
it, though.
Yes,
He was
Yep.
like awesome
Yes,
being the
he did.
straight laced guy, like being like,
he's
"What
got to
the
be.
fuck
You got to
are you
have that.
doing?"
You know, you have to have the limiter for Maverick. You know, he's got to have that tension. The
I really
counter
like
tension.
that.
Yeah.
Man,
No,
I
and
think
he's a perfect
the-
person for it.
the black counterpart of him that was like rooting for
Yep.
Maverick the whole time was awesome too. Like, because like, yeah, remember like a bunch.
He
of
didn't
scenes.
seem to have a ton of lines, but
yeah,
like,
very.
but, like,
subtle nods, like
he didn't need him. He
had
just
a lot
was,
of
like
nods,
had that presence about him.
charisma. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
I feel like there are a lot of moments in this show or movie that are kind of a little bit unbelievable, but at
Yes.
the same time,
I didn't even drink.
oh yeah,
They were unbelievable for sure. Well, the whole mission's unbelievable.
yeah, 'cause
It's ridiculous.
It's designed to push every human
To the
limit possible, and we can't do it. And blah, blah.
95 Gs.
But of course, Maverick can because he's 60 years old and
yeah.
he's a robot at this point.
Well,
Fucking look at him. See him? He knows the jet.
he does.
He just does that.
I
That's
don't
what he
know.
does.
I still bought it. I still bought the characters. I still fucking.
You still bought the movie.
I did. I've seen it in theaters.
Literally.
I bought it on Blu-ray just to
Yeah.
show my brother.
Yep.
It was awesome.
Just for this review.
I'm super happy that
But
I did that.
Look, when you look at the actual cinematography, it makes any other Jet movie just like
fantastic.
just sit down.
There's
like,
no other Jet
doesn't even
movies.
make sense to make another one. Almost.
I actually don't think there's like other Jet movies out there.
Not since like the 80s.
Top Gun Part 1.
Yeah, well, there's a weird.
Right?
Yeah, you're. I'm trying to think.
I don't think there's any. This one kills it. It's all in the cockpit. It's so awesome.
And when you see
Dude, it's
Tom
so
Cruise
believable.
going. Like you're like, holy shit, dude!
Show them that same
Because
face you showed me. That's the camera. You go back.
I did. I went.
You showed
my fest.
me.
I did. I gave them both.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like their eyes are like.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
And you watch the blackout spears going like
serious. Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
dude blacks out. There's some like
Very intense.
internal conflicts shit going on.
So we've got one of my
That's pretty good.
favorites, Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah.
Let me just.
She's a hottie.
She's still good. She's still good looking. She's still good actress.
Probably 50.
No Botox. Who cares? But
Maybe Botox, but undiscernible Botox, I think.
Well,
Oh, no,
that's
someone
a
just called me.
masterpiece. But
Just call me. Yeah.
but in the essence of things, like we were talking about how her character didn't seem very. She seemed like a piece of shit
bitch.
right out the door, and then we're like, without knowing the
Right out the
background
gate.
that they have as a
ding, 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 ding. Go fuck yourself. Bam, you got to pay for like 45 people's tabs.
Well,
like, ding, 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 ding. Oh, don't have the money.
no, she's
Throw 'em out.
hiding behind the sign that says if you put your phone on the bar,
Yeah, you have to pay
you
everyone's
pay
tabs.
and the place is packed.
Yeah.
So she's just like,
It was
wow,
like
geez.
super
And-
bitchy.
But the double stupid thing is
What? Go.
it's that he's been to that bar before. Does he not know that rule already? Has he never been to that bar?
Yeah.
In 30 years.
No, because he said, "Oh, you bought this place 3 years ago."
Oh, okay, you got me. Good
Oh,
call.
I did.
Yeah. You were paying attention. I was just
watched
looking
it
at her
twice. You
beautiful
only watched
eyes.
it once. Yeah,
That's
she's
true.
pretty hot.
She's good.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Anyway, but
Yeah, Yart. That's a Yart moment.
it is so interesting. It's this
nipple mic.
You gotta love him. It takes place in against some foreign nation that we were assuming is Russia. They never.
I think it's like China though.
with Russian helicopters.
It's Rushina.
Oh yeah, I know that place. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's right between China and Russia.
Yeah,
it's next to all the stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
there's
place.
a lot of stands.
Lots of snow up there.
Was
There's
it
lots of
Rush
mountains.
China stand?
I think that's it. Yeah,
That
good
was
call.
on.
Yep. Indeed.
Actually, that is it. So
Thankfully,
refer to
because
that
that's mountain.
Rush China
Mount-
stand.
Yeah,
We'll
that
refer to it as
that
that
thing
from
that they
now
gotta
on.
go up the mountain and turn around.
High
And
five.
bam.
As we remember geographics. Anyway,
So back to the characters, though. I think the main core inner plot, I think, ends up being
Rooster.
and the relationship with Maverick, and I think the way that it plays out and the way
I loved
it
it.
evolves is really well
I
done.
fucking loved it.
I thought so too.
I thought it was like, oh man, that was like my.
Yeah,
I didn't like the Jennifer or Penny side plot. I did.
it
kinda.
worked out though.
It was okay.
They went
It was
sailing,
funny.
dude. It just shows how much. I mean,
Go sailing with a bitch. You have
you
sex
go
with her.
sailing. I mean,
You get to have sex
That's
with her.
it's almost
It's
a
fine.
baby. If you push a little harder, that's a baby.
There's
So
a lot
just
of
be careful
there's-
because sailing.
When you're
is
60, you
sailing
might
in
not have babies.
60s.
Who
Oh,
knows?
ooh.
but you know.
She can push one out, could she? Not at that age. That'd be
What? Well, I mean, okay. I mean,
Anyway, no, but the
Damn.
development of how,
thinking
well,
too
without
hard about it.
spoilers. I mean, it's a little late for that. If you guys are watching this, this is for pure
No one's
comedic
watching
relief
this, but
and
it's
not
okay.
like for.
no,
Oh my God, what's your take on it? Because it matters. Because it doesn't.
no. This movie came out like a year ago. But-
Yeah, but we're a year behind how many reviews? So so anyway, like the progression of A, B, and C plots, they're not bad. Honestly, it works out pretty well, and
I
all the
liked
character
all of it.
relationships are good. So that's kind of neat. Except for the sheer ridiculous gray matter that's floating around that we call the other pilots that seem to be
There's like 8 other pilots, and you're like, and focus on 6 the whole movie, and there's like 20 in that
like,
classroom.
We don't know who could be, and you're like,
I remember seeing the
kind of
name.
know because the stupid way they introduced each other with the call signs in the beginning, and it's like
the name Payback. I was like, what? He's not in it.
He's fucking gone.
Bunch of them.
Nope.
And Bob gets like 12 minutes of FaceTime. He's like,
awful.
Bob's in there.
Nope.
For sure.
Well, no, totally. Because
go Bob.
Like he's the awkward one in the corner, and you're like, oh, I guess you're my wingman. Like, of course, come, duh, hello. He's probably also the smart guy who got. Yeah, he's great. I loved his character actually. Even though he was kind of...
He was the one... I think that he... No, he... Shit.
Decently acted.
At the end, he...
he did something. He saved somebody. Did he do...
Did he... guide a laser?
Oh, no. Well, he did. He got the first...
He came back. Everyone came back.
They all come back. Including... as we call him, Toothpick. Toothpick. That creepy, like I said earlier before this.
Hangman,
Hangman has this, I would say, like I was joking about it earlier, him being a really good Joker in a way without the shit that they put in Jack Nicholson's mouth and shit to make him have that creepy smile. This guy already does that. Yeah. And it's like and he's like, he's a little,
all the time.
Little fucking toothpick in his mouth.
He's like, you're a piece of shit. Every time he's on screen, he's like, you're a piece of shit. You're pathetic.
I was very upset.
Like, that's all his lines.
It was,
like, you're fucking...
Well, he would be like...
I hate you.
So he was maybe the best in his class and whatever, and all the missions, whatever, but he still was like, none of us can do this. There was, when he had a shit grin on his face, like he wanted to die. Like it didn't even...
There was a moment where Tom Cruise is like, he is good.
He just like that.
I was like, dang, okay, at least there's like, there's like retribution or what the word is, like,
recognition.
Yes, recognition.
Yes. He was like, oh shit.
He can be cocky.
He is the top of his class.
He's cocky.
Of all of them.
Yeah.
He was.
But he's such a piece of shit.
Well, and it's like, the thing about it is that there was no no payoff for the deliverance of his piece of shitness.
There was none.
So it was like, he gets to be piece of shit all the way to the end and then save him.
Spoilers, yeah.
Oh, you've seen it.
Well, everyone's seen it.
Come on, really?
We don't even need spoilers.
No, what I'm saying is like you're a little late for spoilers. But I guess the way that he just was there and was like, he's about to get blown away by a helicopter, a Russian helicopter, China-Russia stand. I thought, if he was in the cockpit and he fucking choked.
If I could smile wider.
What is that you're saying? I'm choking and shit.
It kept my mouth open. I couldn't just watch it. Fucking toothpick.
That's his demise, honestly.
He's like,
that's why we call it toothpick. I mean,
in his own face.
Like, even a cigar would have been classy. But a toothpick
or anything.
Just choke on it, pal.
Asparagus.
That would have been a little weird. But so his character was a little bit short-lived and not developed enough to give us a shit about
why when he saved him at the end.
Like he was such a douchebag,
and he was such a piece of shit when he saved them at the end.
Yeah,
he's like,
number one. So they're trying to do. We were discussing it earlier, and it's that whole like Iceman but no dignity And Iceman is still alive in the show.
He died.
It's not his son. It's not like somebody with some class.
If it was his son,
Because Iceman
I would have boycotted this movie.
Movie
Poor writing.
was awesome. He was the best.
I hate that
He
movie.
was second. Iceman was number one. Maverick was 2, right?
Yeah.
Iceman was by the book, followed the rules, and won every time. And he kicked ass. And this guy is just like a thorn in your asshole. Like, or he's a toothpick in your asshole. Yeah, you don't want that.
Oops! I stabbing my
Sat
intestines.
on the wrong bench. That's what that is.
know.
Dude, no, but so
What happens?
his character could have been better. All of the other characters
no, I
that
smacked
were
it.
for essentially major parts in the end scene, the end game, they weren't developed enough either.
Yeah.
I feel like they were just like rushed along and did not have the expression that they needed to really get to like them. And I think that's critical for some kind of like it would have made the impact much greater and not so. I mean, because honestly, this is a show or a movie that it's the end of Maverick's career, but it's also the blossoming of a new career, and I think that a new generation with the kid,
Rooster.
yeah, with Rooster, but his generation, right? So like, without like, if they would have kept that going a little bit further and carried like a little more screen time with some of the other. I mean, I'm sure they probably cut a shit ton out, but I don't think they were thinking about that stuff.
Uh-huh.
So if they would have added a little more, like Phoenix, let's find out who Phoenix is, and like let's
You're
get
really
to the
turning up. Yeah.
Well, what I'm just saying,
No,
like
shit.
and I think that would have really added to the development of a future show, maybe or not.
You're right.
Let's end that there though, because I don't want that to be.
You're
like,
right.
But I feel like they weren't going for that.
No, they weren't. It's all about Tom Cruise. I mean, let's be honest.
I feel like you're right though. Like,
I
I don't know.
It has
When they all
elements.
came together in the beginning part, we're like, we're in a bar. We're all gonna say all this.
Oh my god, this shallow shit that
It was like,
as you know, almost
Yeah,
it was like those
this
moments. where,
shallow.
God.
I went to. Oh, he's the best in the academy at this. Oh, he's the sniper.
Well, like Toothpick grabs the bigger stick, which is a fucking pool cue, and he's like,
he grabs it out.
grabs it out of another dude's hand. He's like, and he's like, come on,
everyone knows that I'm team
I'm
leader.
the best at pool, so I'm
I'm
a
team
best.
leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
The
a
first half-
little bit gross.
Yeah.
It was actually, I was like sinking down into this like couch here, just like, oh no,
Cringe,
yeah. My shoulders are
I
up
felt the
above
same
my
way in the
ears.
theater, but like when I saw it in the theater, it was packed. We saw it the opening weekend with my son and fucking Tracy's brother and everything. And everyone is like booed. They're like, boo.
Wait, what part?
To him, they're like, I'm a dick. And like, and you could hear like the whole theater.
I mean,
It was kind of like,
it's so knee-jerk reactionary where you're like, well, I guess the writing team did its job if they wanted everyone to hate that guy.
right?
Huh.
It happened though.
Where's the
whole
complexity of
theater's
the
like,
character? He could have been cool. What if he had like, he could have been awesome as a character.
He
if
came
he
back
had,
at the end, but yeah.
So what? Who cares?
I just like his
I
shitty
still don't
smile.
like him.
I like his
That's
shitty
the thing. I don't give a shit about that guy. Granted he saved
talent.
but
Brother.
and I will, because here's the thing.
What do you
If
do?
they gave him more time to develop his character and find out why he's an asshole or something like that, that could have been really cool, and then maybe resolve it with some
I
fucking
actually like
Maverick
him.
shit.
I like his shitty smile.
Oh,
Like,
dude, it's so
here he goes.
creepy. It's so fucking creepy.
He's like,
He's just like, and just like
he's like,
that grin
You're a
goes to
little
his
bitch.
ears. You're
he
like,
walks around and
where
he's like,
the
I
fuck-
know.
Who
How?
slit your like that's Joker shit? Like,
Yeah.
it's
I can't smile like that.
no. You have to have the pointy chin and the basically you need a heart face where you're like, and whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
don't want to shit on him. Great acting.
shit
job.
on him. Why not?
You said he was in a couple
I think
other
he-
movies. I don't even know his name.
No, he's.
You remember him from somewhere, but
He was in the movie Devotion.
Okay. Never
Which
saw that.
came out after this. I don't know. He's like
Did he have a toothpick in his mouth?
probably.
Okay.
He was a pilot also in World War II.
Oh, well, all right. That's something. Anyway, as far as the action goes, there is a huge payoff at the end, like a huge
There
chunk
is,
of it.
yeah,
It's
for
a
real.
lot. And,
Damn, I'm off screen.
you know, we're definitely playing...
No, we're good.
We're definitely playing with a lot of build-up in this movie, which I think is good because the payoff is actually...
Dude, the end.
Yeah.
The end, like 35 minutes, is awesome. I fucking love this movie.
Some of the tricky dogfighting maneuvers are actually pretty innovative.
They're well filmed. So
They're
you,
well filmed.
You
and,
understand what's happening when he's doing like.
Yeah, you're not like, it's chicken cam and it's like 1980, like the original, where you're like, oh, it's just what they're making
You
it
see
up.
what
and
they're fucking doing, what they're playing.
basically
like,
in
holy
those
shit.
earlier movies,
Awesome.
a lot of it was like, he's going left and right, and they like say what, because that's what they do anyway, but they use that to tell the story more than they do the visuals here, even though they still do that as well. So I think it was a fantastic movie. But if I had to grade it, are we going to grade movies?
I think we should start grading, but I'm not sure if we haven't discussed how to grade movies.
No, I mean, we know.
Let's discuss it right now.
Okay.
Is it 1 to 10?
Yeah.
5 is average?
Yeah,
or is it...
It gives you enough variance.
Watch it.
But we can't have the point system, like 7.2. Like, that doesn't work.
Well, it's true, but I feel like there's there's another one.
I don't like 5-star and then 4.5, 3.5.
I like watch it, avoid it. Like I like those kind of things too.
That's fair. Oh man!
If you could like recommend something, and then
like we do the Siskel and Ebert, and it's like, oh, thumb up, thumb down. Like that's like Roman, like kill him, let him live. Like what the fuck is that? Like that's
exactly.
That's dark.
That's not our style.
That's not how we're
figuring shit out right now.
Yeah. So I do like the 1 to 10, but I'm all open to options. I mean,
I am too.
What do you guys think in the future? Let us know because whatever seems to fit makes sense for you guys and what you're used to.
Because our 8 viewers are going to tell us.
They will. The 8 million.
Via phone call, not
million
comments.
But I vote for 1 to 10 because it's what we're used to. That's how a lot of the media I watch does that.
Early on here, shout out ACG with buy it, rent it, play it.
Oh, I like that.
It's like demo it, avoid it, scale.
Douche with it.
Yeah. Like he has a scale that's like, just tells you like, okay, wait for sale.
So how many degrees
one of his
is that,
things
though?
is wait for scale.
You just said like 7.
I think I said 4. But yeah.
No, you said more. Whatever.
Yeah, anyway.
You guys know.
Yeah. But it was like wait for sale is like a common one of his. Like for a game that he's like, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't think that you should buy it because there's not enough content or it's like broken at launch. He's a video game reviewer. Shout out ACG, but yeah, I don't know.
Let's do both. Let's do both.
Movies. And for games, maybe we'll do something else, but I don't know how to do it for movies. I have to like hash this out right now.
Yeah, well, it's fun.
Hash it up. Where's some more booze?
Well, here's what I would say.
Have more booze?
Oh, well, you can have more booze while we discuss this. Because I think... Let's take the cap out of that. Okay. I think this is out of...
Keep going.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Thanks. Yeah.
I'm going to say...
Sorry.
Out of 10,
Maverick
because this is how I was going into it, I'm going to say this is an 8. This is definitely an 8. That's a high mark for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, honestly, I'm a dick when it comes to recording.
He never fucking likes... I've never... We've talked a lot. Me and him don't ever...
I crush shit.
Talk. We've never peaked out at 10. Ready? 9.
Okay, that's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've never... yeah, mic check. Mic check.
Mike, where are you?
We'll just keep this all.
Oh, hey, Mike.
But
no, I'm gonna give this a...
I don't think he's had a more than an 8.
It's been a long time.
Since we've been talking about
There are a
movies.
few movies that I give higher than that.
Yeah.
So, well, that's not true. There are a lot, but they're super weird, nichey, and
Or
goofy.
old.
Or old. Yeah, mostly old. That's the thing. It's a lot of old
Hey,
stuff.
same here.
Yeah, but this is absolutely refreshing. It's a legacy of a movie to the olds. I mean, it really does tie the two together.
Is that Legacy? L?
No, that's L. Wait, that's backwards. Anyway, honestly, it really
Legacy.
So it
I'm not trying to flash gang signs.
it carries the old story on to a new generation or a new. It just it rebuilds it, and it continues it, and it actually makes it more meaningful than it ever was. It actually adds to the meaningfulness, which I'll give you that.
And we've been drinking, so
Oh well, here you go.
sorry about the slurs. Yeah.
I didn't slur, that's all him. But anyway, and so in its effort to bring in a new audience, I think it did well in that. But the old audience is also,
That is tasty.
it is way better than the first movie. But without the first movie,
Yeah,
this
first movie.
movie wouldn't exist, and it wouldn't have the context.
True
so
story.
you can't like actually,
I'll give you that.
you know, you can't knock it. And
I'm absolutely not a fan of
if
the
you've
first
not seen the first movie before this one, I mean, not half of the shit won't even make sense.
movie. And we're at, I just jammed my mic on the thing. We're at 31 minutes.
Yeah, well, I mean, this
Is it 8?
it's a good, good review.
I think it's a 9.
You think it's a 9?
I do.
Wow. How many other movie? Okay, what's another movie that you gave a 9 that you can compare this to?
Like this. I'm a different
I mean,
reviewer.
you're different. You're different.
I give Speed Racer from 2008 a 10, so
Yeah.
don't trust me.
No, it's a good movie.
I watch a lot of movies.
It's a good wholesome movie too.
I love a lot of movies. I love family movies and stuff. This is a 9 for me. It's
Okay.
super awesome. I especially love the cinematography. This is the second time I watched it. It's fucking fantastic. I fucking love this movie. It was awesome. You know, you guys both kind of talked over it sometimes while I was trying to pay attention.
We did, yeah.
It's fine. But I had already seen it, so that didn't deter from it at all, because I already seen it. And I already had the fucking emotional context out of the whole thing.
Yeah, you knew it was coming.
I think it's awesome.
And I didn't, but I will say about what I didn't know.
Your predictability.
My predictability scale, my bullshit sensor was like on point through a ton of it. And she was
pegged it.
She
She's
did.
like, oh well, he's gonna be a traitor.
And this
Whatever.
is going to do this, and like they're going to steal it.
Yeah.
They're going to steal this plane.
But he's
to get out and
Maverick, so he's
whatever.
gonna.
Yeah,
he does
and
it.
it's fine. But like, you know, I
As a-
kind of wanted those things to happen anyway.
Same
So
here.
it's kind of like, it was like, good. I'm glad they foreshadowed that, and it wasn't just random bullshit.
As a movie, I think this was definitely a 9. For
I don't
two
know.
viewings,
Yeah.
and I'm still like, I'm still hyped after watching it. So it was fun.
All right. Well, it was a blast, and it was a worthwhile 2 hours. I think anyone who loves jet movies, you absolutely need to own this
And
movie.
I doubt they'll make it through 33 minutes of this fucking thing.
Oh, whatever. It's going to go up. We don't care. It's one of our first reviews. Who cares? So look at him. He did motorcycles, jets. The guy knows what the hell he's doing. I'm not a huge fan of his ideology, but I tell you what, he's one of the best actors in the
I
world.
think he's amazing.
He is amazing.
Mr. Tom Cruise,
Yes.
we salute you. Ready?
Done.
Football, America.
Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. And yeah,
I almost tripped.
that's how you trip.